Dangerous Driving on the PS4. This game was generously provided by the Carroll County Public Library System of Maryland. I played this game for about an hour, and I've unlocked basically everything there is to see as far as I'm concerned. It's weird. I was just messing around. I did a video without commentary just to kind of see how the game plays, and I basically unlocked everything. So that's for the 50cc class, obviously. You know, if this were Mario Kart, there would be a 100cc class, 150 and 150cc class. But not for this game. Danger Time, which I don't think I've ever used. I think it's only when you crash. This game allows you to stream your Spotify playlist. I don't have Spotify, obviously. But I have about 1,000 hours of video game music I could probably splice into this video just for kicks. There's really nothing to report here. I mean, this game is from some former developers of the Burnout series. I want to say Criterion, I think they were called. I think they were bought up by EA sometime after, I think it was when Burnout 3 came out. EA bought them up. And this game apparently is a lot like the later Burnout games. I think one of the reasons why some people had a problem with them is that while the first Burnout game I kind of liked, I remember liking on the GameCube. It was an arcade racing game where there was a bit of nuance to it because you had to drive dangerously. You had to drive against traffic. Weave through traffic, narrowly missing turns, jumping, things like that, to build up a burnout meter that you expended. That built up a boost meter, basically. In this game, it's mainly about. This is all I've done so far. Is I've done the sedan class. I've unlocked the SUV class. That's it. Disappointing, really. As you see, I got 6 gold medals and 6 bronze medals, apparently. So let me at least mention this. That was a game where you basically, again, you drove against traffic, you weaved through traffic, you basically did stunts, and you could take down cars, I want to say, on certain occasions. This game apparently is a lot like Burnout 3 and Burnout Legends. I played a bit of Burnout Legends on PSP. I loved it quite a bit, actually. Burnout 3 I was worried about because apparently the rule is that the rubber banding AI was really bad, and it was basically you weren't driving a car, you were steering a rocket. And that's pretty much how this game feels. I'm gonna do the most entertaining mission so far that I've done, which is the shakedown mode, which is basically just you ramming cars. Now this one was stupid easy, I should mention. Let me change the paint job. We gotta go white. Because we're driving against a black background, so you need to be able to see our car more easily. I guess it might just be a thing that my brain uses. It likes color. I remember reading in GamePro magazine, there was a trick. Hey, choose light colors for your vehicle because it makes it easier to see. And I guess the idea is that your brain responds more easily when there's a contrast going on with the dark asphalt and such. Beat the medal time on a single lap. Is this a shakedown? I guess we're just doing one lap. My main problem with this game is that most of the races are twice as long as they should be. So some of the really long races in the Grand Prix are really kind of annoying because they wear out their welcome pretty quickly, which is unfortunate. But I should mention I almost always win these races, so it's not like the game's all that challenging. It's kind of hard to convey how this game works when I'm capturing at 30 FPS. The game is mostly 60 FPS. But it uses a lot of motion blur and a lot of frame skipping to simulate speed. So it's not that the game's running at 60 frames a second. It's that the game's the game is running at 60 frames a second, but it's doing a lot of frame skipping to give you that impression that you're obviously going faster than you are. So it's kind of like the third act of Torque, if you remember that movie. The finale of Torque had sequences where you were at super high speed, but there was so much frame skipping going on that basically looked like you were going faster than the speed of sound, basically. But Joseph Kahn movies are gonna do that because that's part of his aesthetic, obviously. Okay, we can hold down the X button now, and as I've mentioned before, this game is like Burnout 3 in that you're steering a rocket. It's the handling is obviously super arcadey in this game. You have to let off the accelerator every once in a while. But your car can take a lot of damage when it hits these curves. So if you don't hit the boost while you're making turns, you're mostly okay. If you hit the If you hit the barriers at like a 90-degree angle, yeah, you're basically hosed. But stuff like that will happen. You'll narrowly miss a car constantly. The view distance is actually pretty good in this game. You can almost always see cars coming. The game is usually fair about not letting cars run into you when you're about to turn a corner. How did I do? I don't think I got did I get the gold in this event? I'll double check. I wasn't even paying attention to the time I got. Because for me, I crashed once. That probably didn't help. But that was literally just a one-lap course. Minute and a half. That shakedown preview is weird because you're basically just driving a muscle car. You're driving a supercar. Okay, if you want, but whatever. Where is the... Yes, Road Rage, I think. Bronze unlocks new events. So basically when you're first starting out, you're unlocking events by getting at least bronze medals in all of these. Now, where is that one? I think it's Road Rage, the one I wanted. I thought I already got a gold in this one. I'm pretty sure I got a gold in this one already. Yeah, we're going charcoal, I guess. So I need to find that race where you're basically just taking down cars. I forget what it's called. And there's also a pursuit mission, which is basically just you're playing as a cop chasing down a speedster. So it's kind of like Need for Speed Rivals in that sense, which Criterion also developed. Take down rivals to win. I'm gonna say I got a gold already in this. But if I take down 8 cars before the timer runs out over there on the top right-hand corner of the screen, I get the gold. So let's take out this car. This is actually going to be easy. Got him. The game cuts away a lot. See, I got a full burnout meter, so now I can chase down the next group of cars. Here we go. There's going to be a cluster of them. Watch this. Taking down cars is stupid easy. You're almost never at risk of dying, I want to say. Where'd he go? There he went. I pressed the square button and looked behind me. Got him. Yep, see, there he goes. To be fair, the physics aren't very polished. So I want to say that there he goes. So it's in a lot of ways it feels like these cars when they do their tumbling and such. The game sort of has sort of that budget feel. It's a high def budget feel to the modeling and the physics. So it's not great, but it's good enough. It serves the purpose. I got 7 takedowns already. Here he comes. There he goes. Trading Paint gives me a boost. Whoops. Danger time. Nah, never mind. Never mind. If there were a car behind me, I would maintain danger time so I can knock out another car during the slow motion. Whoops. That was stupid. Okay, we're out. We're done. I almost never crashed this much. Well, there we go. You can see on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen all the points I'm getting in terms of tailgating and such. Yeah. You can ram through a car like that and you won't take damage. It's weird. Okay, I think I crashed. Yeah, I did crash. But I got 7 takedowns. Here we go. Got him. That took him out. That's a full burnout meter now. 8 takedowns, so I got the gold. I want to say I got 16 the first time I did this game, so let's do it. Knock him out. Got him. 2 in a row. Here comes the next one. See, again, this is fun for a while. I could probably do this a couple of times, see if I can see how many takedowns I get. But it's kind of easy to get these takedowns. So the challenge isn't really in, surviving. The challenge is in seeing how many you can get. Because you always think you can take out more if you don't crash. Because I'm not worried about driving against traffic because, what's the risk? I'm getting a full burnout meter just doing this. So there's no real reason to get more points. I mean, you don't get more points by getting a bigger burnout meter, I don't think. Got that one right. But there he goes. I got that one. I knocked him into an incoming car, so that counts. 13 takedowns. Let's see if I can get 15 at least. I want to say I got 16 before. That was because I didn't crash. Where'd he go? Yeah, where'd the dude go? Oh, maybe that's him above. I might be able to get 2 more of them. Let's see. There he goes. I might be able to get him before time runs out. Did I get him? I'm running out of time here. Okay, I got that one. That's a double takedown, so I might have gotten the 15 I needed. I have the burnout I have the takedown camera turned on. That's why it keeps cutting away. So look at that. 17. That's not my best score yet. So I got a platinum. I'm down online, obviously. So that I like a lot. I might end up doing that a couple more times, but like I said, there's really not a whole lot to this game. Which is unfortunate if you're playing offline. So I'm not going to do any of the really long races. I'm not going to do the Grand Prix because, like I said, they're just too long. I might cut in some footage where I do the regular races. They're just too long. So I don't really think they're worth spending a bunch of time looking at them. Let's see. Face-off. I didn't do some of the... I skipped some of these face-offs. Because I want to say they're just one-on-one. Yeah, they're just one-on-one races. Heat Wave is interesting. Let's see what this one gives you. Heat Wave is interesting because basically when you get a burnout meter, your job is to completely expend the meter, I want to say. You can do a Tune Sedan for this one. I think I unlocked that, so I might as well just do the Tune Sedan, I guess. So I'll show you what happens. We're basically going to be in burnout mode for several minutes at a time. But like I said, that's the problem where I said, you know, the complaint is that a lot of the late burnout games were about steering a rocket, which is, you know, okay, you get the sense of speed, but there's no, you know, subtlety to the racing. Then what's the point, right? Even F-Zero X had subtlety. I don't seem to bother with the subtlety in this game. And the rubber banding AI seems to be really bad in that you're constantly... It's too forgiving, I would argue. I wouldn't say it's terrible, but it's just too forgiving, I think. So let's build up our burnout meter by driving against traffic. Doing some narrow misses. Now I got a full burnout meter. I'm going to hold down the X button for as long as I can. Check out the meter on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. A bunch of cars just crashed. I forgot to keep it going. I let off the accelerator. I probably shouldn't have done that, but there you go. Because there are times when I can't do this. So this is a 2-lap race. So this might be a 4-minute chunk of video here. I don't even think it's gonna. I personally don't think it's gonna record that well either on this PS4. Everything here is gonna be a pixelated mess. It's gonna be a pixelated mess. But what do you call it? The Heat Wave. Did I knock him out? So I didn't knock him out. I'm in 5th place though. Heat Wave won, so I'm just holding down the button. So I run out of burnout. So I run out of meter, I guess. Crash escape, took 3rd place. See, it'll all work out in my favor, trust me. In the end, I'm probably going to win this race or at least come in 2nd. I'm still going. Uh-oh, look out. I think that was a bit of pop in there. That's not good. Like I said, the view distance is actually pretty good in this game. So you're not really going to crash that often because you can't see cars coming, even at these high speeds. I'm still holding down the X button, by the way. Yep. See? Unless you hit the sides at a 90-degree angle, you're pretty much okay. You'll pretty much just skid along the... You'll lose a little pain along your door, but you won't take that much damage. Whoops. Finally crashed. Still in 1st place, though. The game will tell me how many seconds ahead I am because there's no map to look at. I guess the developers figured that why would you look at a map? You're too busy trying to dodge traffic at 200 miles an hour. And I don't blame them for coming to that decision. As soon as I make this turn, I'm going to turn on the boost. That's how many meters I was driving in the opposite lane. Driving English style, I guess. At the top gear, fellas. That's the 1st lap, so it's going to be a 5-minute track. So like I said, some of these races are just too long for their own good. So this race kind of gets boring halfway through. And then you got to do another lap. It's like, okay, I'll do another lap. Why not? But if you're really into this kind of racing, I guess it's okay. But it just feels, like I said, it feels like it's on rails. If it's possible for a racing game to be on rails, this might be one of them. So that's disappointing. Which is actually the complaint with some of the later Burnout games. That it was too much on rails. The thing I liked the most about the Burnout game on PS4, on the PSP, was that they had a lot more variety and a lot more creativity in terms of the events that you did. And that was just stupid. I knew I could have avoided that. I'm not in 1st place anymore. Well, I have a minute to make it up at least. So let's see how I do. So I'm probably going to get the bronze, but not any better. Okay, that was just stupid. I'm probably in 5th place now. Yeah, I'm in last place. So I'll use boost to get my speed back. There we go. So my boost will come back. So my boost will get me back in the race. This is a straightaway, dog. Yeah, this way. Look out, dude. Crash escape, fifth. Let's make our way to third. We'll be fine. Eventually. See, you probably can't see it because there's so much frame skipping going on that even though it's 60 FPS, they're basically cheating by rendering only half of what's appearing on screen, I want to say, in a way, because of the speed at which it's happening. But again, the combination of the motion blur and how they warp the textures when they're close to your car, yeah, that's how you simulate the speed. Okay, I'm not doing nearly as well this time. So all that crashing is hurting me after me getting 20. I was 20 seconds ahead at one point when I was playing the game. When I was playing this race the first time. So I'm playing a bit more sloppily than I did when I first played this game without the commentary. Still in 5th place. Okay, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna get him in 5th. See, I see. Guess I deserve that. So I'm not gonna do that one again. Okay, I mean, you know what's gonna happen. So basically, I crashed too much, which is something I didn't think was gonna happen because I didn't have that problem the last time I played. Credit where credit's due, I guess. But again, I don't even want to do that race again. I'm just not that interested. I don't want to get better at it because it just feels like traffic just randomly appears in front of me, so there's not a lot of challenge to it. Not that much challenge anyway. Pursuit. Survival is interesting, but it's like basically the racer in last place drops out, so that whole thing. So Pursuit, as I mentioned, is like what's it called? Yeah, it's like Need for Speed Rivals, which I played a bit of on the Xbox One. I might end up renting it again just to kind of get some better footage of it because it's kind of really crappy looking composite video. So I'll at least get better looking footage eventually. That game was okay, I guess. There'll always be games like Burnout Paradise and Midnight Club LA. It's like, they're okay, but, you really have to design these open world racing games to be something other than, like, just, 1-on-3 or 1-on-4 races. I mean, I'm just not that interested in stuff like that. But obviously, I'm a massive, F-Zero X fan. Okay, there he is up there. So stuff like this, I don't mind. I wish stuff like this were in more racing games, but I don't know if I want to see a racing game that's just this. But again, that's the problem with open world games. I hit it twice. 6 more to go. That's 3. A little nudge. Okay, I lost my burnout meter. That's whoops! Wow, got some air. So that'll give me a little more burnout. 6 more to go. Knocked him against the wall a little bit. Okay, let's hurry up. It usually takes about a minute to take them down, I want to say. They give us 2.5 minutes, but we don't need nearly that much time. As long as we get our boost meter built up, we'll be fine. I got him. 5 more to go. That's 4 more. How many civilians we're going to run over in the process, by the way? Again, part of the lack of nuance. 1 more to go. We got him. See, I stopped them. See? Platinum. That was easy. I got platinum both times, apparently. So what else are you guys worth doing? That's worth sitting through, I guess. Not much. So I want to say that's really all there is to see. I mean, I might go to this SUV class just to see what's doing there, but actually I need to play Danger Zone 2 because that's also included on this disc. Again, I installed both games offline. Let's see, survival. Let's back out again. I don't like the face off, so I just skipped most of them. SUV class. Another shakedown preview. Oh, Eliminator's new. Let's see how long this race. It might be like a 5-minute race. So I guess we can end the video on this. Yeah, it's a racing game. I prefer Team Sonic. But if Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed were available cheap, I would much rather get that version. But I don't know if that game ever come out on the PS4 and the Xbox One. I don't think so. That's a good question, actually. Yeah, but obviously the PC version is the one to get. Like I said, it's like $5. So if you wait for the next Steam sale, which should be around July 4th, I want to say. Or it'll be either whenever the summer sale is. I'm pretty sure that game will be $5. But this, as arcade racers go, I mean, it's not as cutesy. You know, you don't have weapons or anything. You just ram into cars. I mean, that's fun, I guess. Nah. I wonder how cheap the regular Burnout, the old Burnout games are. Got some air on that one. Nope. Can't get my aftertouch. You got the aftertouch. Hey, bumped me. This is just a race, huh? So I'll just take out the competition. Why not? I'm in third place. I'm second behind. Not for long. Woo! Yeah, like I said, it's no Excite Truck, but it'll do. They got a similar thing going on as far as the effects. The Excite Truck had a much better, had wide open, you know, tracks, lots of strategies as far as like how to do certain paths and how to handle certain jumps. Like in fact, this game makes me want to play that. This game actually makes me want to play a low polygon Wii launch title, a PS4 game at 1080p. It's at 55 to 60 frames per second. Makes me want to play a Wii launch title. What does that tell you? How many PS4 or Xbox One racing games made me want to play, like, are better than the other games that I've played? Like, are any of these games better than like a much slower, more deliberate game like Test Drive, Eva Destruction? I mean, that's a very technical game. But is this game really better than F-Zero X? Really, if you think about it, I mean, it looks better. It's all about track design, son. And having 20 cars on track that are really hard to meet. I mean, you got to earn all those wins in F-Zero X. This game basically gives them to you on a platter most of the time, because of the way progression works. You don't have to win any races in F-Zero X to get more challenging tracks. I just thought that those tracks are more interesting than these, so that hurts. Still in first. I got a full burnout meter. I might as well use it. Have we done we haven't done a single lap yet. This is going to be a 5-minute race. So I think you get the idea. This game seems fine, but like I said, I'm already saying this track is so long, I wish it would end, and it's not going to end. We still have to do it one more time, so that hurts, actually. I almost never had that problem with Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform. The tracks were just long enough so that they didn't feel too compressed. But most of the racing tracks just feel too long. I mean, of course you can get better at them. There's that challenge. You want to do a time trial thing, but see, I just can't really be bothered. So I did the first lap in 3 minutes. You think I might be able to do the second one in like 2.5? Yeah, it's like I said. This is the problem I have with the game. It's too long. So it feels like work. Uh-oh. Seems fine to me. I'm okay. Now I'm in 6th place because of that jump. I'm glad you got to see that. That's probably the biggest jump I've had all game. But I like that 2-star, 3-star jumping system they got, which is kind of like Excite Truck. So that's cool, I guess. Like I said, this really isn't a game about stunts. But at least you get a different set of tracks, so there's that. It's just, I guess it needed a better demo than what I played, which is the hour that I played yesterday. So yeah, after an hour and a half of playing this, I'm not really interested in playing more. Whereas with Team Sonic, after a couple hours, I said, yeah, I'll keep going. But after like 5 hours of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform, I'm like, yeah, I was hooked on that campaign in that Sonic Transform game. So, like I said, of course, Excite Truck, F-Zero X, Test Drive Eva Destruction, Outrun Coast to Coast, still amazing. Of course, those games they'll probably cost just as much as this game does. Probably don't look as good. They probably don't look as good on a 4K screen though. This game actually scales very well on a 4K screen, even though I'm only playing in 1080p. So this game does look very good. I don't think there's any HDR in here or anything like that. But whoops, don't crash into that. Danger time. Missed them all. I missed every single car after that turn, after that crash. Now I'm in 4th place. Like I said, if you time it right during slow-mo, you might be able to take out a couple of cars while you're crashing, which is always good. But yeah, that's my top 5 basically. It was F-Zero X. So it's F-Zero X, Test Drive Eva Destruction, Outrun Coast to Coast, F-Zero. I already mentioned F-Zero X. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform, off the top of my head. And what's the other one? Takedown. Those might be the ones. There might be one that I'm missing. But I think I have all the racing games that I like. Like, I have, like, all the arcade racers that I love. And I have videos on all of them, too. So the question is, what games have I missed out on that are really, that are significantly better than this? Because I've already played Burnout Paradise and Mario Kart 64. I haven't played Mario Kart 8 though. That might qualify. We'll see how it goes. I keep meaning to rent that. The Frederick County Library has like 6 copies of that game. So, I mean, it was actually the first Wii U game I rented, but I was just doing it for a test run. Okay, I'm almost at the end. Yeah, I crashed too many times. I'm gonna get a worse time than I should. But yeah, but I still came in first, which is what really counts. So I did better on the first run than on the second, probably because I completely leapt off the track. You can see that motion blurring effect they got going on over there. That's amusing. Gold, though, despite crashing at least 3 times. So are we going to do Road Rage? I think we'll do Road Rage. We'll see what that unlocks. We aren't going to do any more races. Like I said, that was just that was a 6-minute race. That was 6.5-minute race. That was way too much. Again, if you want a marathon, you can play the crew and just go from coast to coast. But I mean, even the crew, I was disappointed in that. So really with racing games, it's like, okay, after like an hour or so, I'm like, do I want to play more? And usually the answer is no. But a good one, a really good one, really gets my attention. I remember really liking Burnout Legends. I think I still have that on my PSP. I'll take a look at it a bit later. Pursuits. That one's going to be easy. Road Rage. Yeah, I guess we'll do a Road Rage. Pursuit didn't seem that hard. Well, what do we got? Doing an SUV, of course. Not a RAV4, but probably a Nissan Juke. Yeah, did that... The Nissan Kicks just came out, right? Like, what the heck are they trying to do with that? Trying to make a Fast and Furious car. But the Juke apparently was kind of funky. It's just a bit too big for my taste. Okay, hurry up, guys. I was trying to tailgate, but I got some near misses to build up my burnout meter. 2.5 minutes for all the takedowns we can eat. We're going to go for at least 20. That's a full burnout meter, because every takedown gives me a full burnout meter. Here he comes. We'll see how many I can get without crashing. How about that? That maybe excuse me to end the video sooner, of course. 3. Okay, we're going to get a double. See if we can go for a whoops. That one crashed on its own. That doesn't count as a takedown for me. Yeah, I missed one. Might be able to get a double here. Probably not. Might not be worth chasing after. I got one of them. That's the bronze. That was easy, actually. Silver medal and 2 takedowns. Easily done in 2 minutes. Easily done. That's one. We're going to go for the silver in a second. There it is right there. See, there's your silver. Go for the gold. Yeah, these are stupid easy. And the death races, I could argue that the death races in F-Zero X were way too hard. This is way too easy. This is way too much in the other direction. Finally crashed though. But I just keep going. No penalty for crashing. You lose a few seconds, whatever. How hard is it to get a bronze in this level? I got a bronze in like 5 seconds. 10 seconds, I think. It's ridiculous. I got the silver like 10 seconds later. Like I said, we're going to go for 20 if we can help it. Okay, there's another one behind me. There we go. Is that double? Is that double? When I crashed. No, I escaped a crash. Whoops. That was stupid. Left the track again. I didn't leave the track once when I first played the game in the sedan class. I'm leaving the track twice in one video. Okay, I think I lost another. Nope, that was me. I'm fine. Someone shunted me. Yeah, there he goes. I got taken down by a dawdler, apparently. There he goes. See, there's always one who comes up right behind you as soon as you respawn. It's great, I guess. I guess it's what you want. Okay, we're going for the platinum. We got just enough time to get the platinum, I think. 15 for the platinum? Is that how it works? Whoops. Stupid. Monumentally stupid. And I immediately lost all my wheels, by the way. That was really bizarre. See? The car always shows up immediately after you spawn. And he's gone. There I go down the middle. So at least you can see me on that. That doesn't count as a takedown. You can't... Taking down the NPCs doesn't count. Gotta take out the AI cars. Double takedown. I think I got... Okay, I didn't... I thought I exploded there because I ran into a truck. So how many did I get? 14? That double really worked out in my favor. 13. I got the gold at least. Yeah, heat waves are boring. Pursuit? So I mean, I guess it just repeats. Not significantly challenging. I wouldn't say. I mean, maybe you want to see how well you do without crashing in that road rage portion, I guess. Okay. Remember, this is on a base PS4, in case you're wondering. Get bronze. In the Eliminator, SUV class, Pursuit. Okay, so I'll be able to unlock that and see what the Eliminator does. We'll just peek at it, probably. But yeah, like, I'm ready to move on. That's unfortunate, because, I mean, you're getting a pretty good chunk of gameplay here, but you see how long it's taking me to unlock stuff, which is not long at all. And unlike Sonic Team Racing, you aren't able to choose the difficulty level of any particular race that you do, because that game was pretty easy on the default level. But once you go up one level, it gets pretty hard. You will not win on the hard. I didn't win at any of the races on the hardest difficulty. How many targets do we have? 2? Yeah, we got 2 targets. Well, guide the rocket. See how we do. Let's ride the rocket. Like, what's her name from Batman? Yeah, Roxy Rocket, yeah. Yes, this is that Torque video game they never played, I guess. I think I crashed one into the other one. Here we go. That missed. I was trying to sideswipe him on the turn. You know how it is in some games. In Gran Turismo, I used to use cars as moving barriers on turns. Okay, where'd they go? Okay, I'm several meters behind, so we got a problem. Got to catch up. But don't worry, the rubber banding will help me out. See? There they are. They're in view now. Whoops, look out. Okay, now I'm losing my trunk. Damage modeling is way forgiving, as you would imagine. You don't die unless you have a really hard impact. But it's not, the damage is not cumulative, I want to say. You only really die if you get into a high-speed collision. But the game doesn't care if you like scrape yourself along the wall like 500 times. They only care if you get into a high-speed collision. So basically, you can trade paint like 1,000,000 times, but if you don't get into a high-speed crash, it's like it's like you're a tank basically. You never take any cumulative damage. I think, unlike these cars, all they're doing is taking cumulative damage. There's hitching there. I saw that. You can't fool me. One's going down. They don't regenerate health, which is good. Okay, we're running out of time. One more to go. Whoop, look out. He's down. Now I get the second one. You stopped them. No, I stopped one of them. 2 more to go. 15 seconds. As long as I don't crash, I'm good. Come on, he's dead. Yeah, got him. Yes. 9 seconds from the deadline. Almost made it to the county line. Sorry, son. funny how these cars can maintain 200 mile per hour speeds on such crappy pavement. So let's see what the Eliminator does. Obviously, the leaderboard is going to be way better than what I'm doing. But if I'm getting platinum, the only way to challenge yourself is on a leaderboard, I guess. Whoop, whoop. So, Eliminator, I guess. We'll take a peek at that, see how we do, see what we unlock. You're getting the idea, basically. It's like, yeah, this thing's okay, I guess. I'm not going to do any more heat waves. They're just boring. Experience the speed of the hypercar. The Tesla, basically. I still remember Consumer Reports testing out a Tesla for the first time. They're like, yeah, dude, we're going to go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. I think it was like 4 seconds. It's like, and the dude who was, not the dude in the passenger seat, was just like giggling like a schoolboy. Because it's like, it was like basically he was on a roller coaster. But of course, if you've been on a roller coaster before, you know what it's like to get those G's, I guess. I wouldn't rent a Tesla, but I guess I would just kind of tool around in it for like a couple of hours to see how it felt. But I'm the kind of guy who'd much rather drive a Prius than a Tesla. I know it's weird because I'm never going to be. I mean, you're not allowed legally to go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds on any roads. I mean, I guess you could go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds if you wanted to, like from a dead stop, just at a red light on a highway, just for fun, I guess. That's still technically considered reckless driving. He's out. Wait, this is the Eliminator? We have to do 5 laps of this. How long are these laps? Because taking them out doesn't kill them. It just fills your boost meter. They just regenerate a couple of seconds later. And the rubber banding will catch them right back up to you if you don't use your boost. But I'm in second place already. So maybe they'll catch up if I crash. There's a dude behind me. Remember, you press the square button to look behind you. I'll play Danger Zone 2 a bit later, but for now, that dude's coming up behind me. No, he's not. I thought I was coming up behind me a lot more quickly than he was. Okay, so looks like you're on the second lap. That's what's going on. Okay, that's what's going on. There he goes. Don't come in last. These tracks are a lot shorter. This might be like a 4-minute race. There he goes. Well, they're not going to pass me. I'm not going to complain. Yeah, look out. See, I saw him coming a while ago. See? Pretty good view distance as long as there are no hills. Right? Whoops. Skinned him. Don't worry, I'm still alive. You know how it is. Wow, double takedown, dog. So we're going to lose one of the cars during the elimination. See, here's the next lap. Well, oncoming. Oh, that oncoming. Okay, that's how long I was driving against traffic, basically. But again, there's not that much traffic in the opposite direction because the speed doesn't allow it. Maybe on the hardest difficulty levels you can do that, but I remember in Burnout, in the first Burnout on the GameCube, I specifically remember roads were really crowded in that game. It was really dangerous to drive against traffic in those games, but you had to do it to get the speed you needed to do decently in the races, as I recall. I mean, I might get, if I can find that game at a decent price, I'll get the PS2 version. But the GameCube version was the best version of that game, if I'm not mistaken, as far as frame rate was concerned. Like I said, the PS2. I mean, they got Test Drive. They got Coast to Coast. Those are two of the best racing games ever made, right there. Two of the best arcade racers ever made. And I've never really been a Gran Turismo fan. So really, that might be the game. Those might be the games to get. PS2. I mean, once again, proving it has the best lineup of any console ever made. I want to say, at least the best physical library of any console ever made. Now I'm in last place. Yeah, the best physical console. I mean, two of the best racing games were right there on that console too. Nearly every genre is represented, and I'm gonna lose because I'm way off base now. Yeah, I'm way off base. I think I'm gonna catch up to him. Yep, I'm gonna get eliminated. in 2 kilometers. Yep. It's been fun, though. But you know exactly how I died. I had jumped off the track, and that's why I died. Whoops. Yep, I'm going to get eliminated. No, I'm not going to catch up to him. I'm going full speed. I can't catch up to him now because I completely leapt off the track. See, I'm going to lose. That's okay. I made my point. So what got unlocked? I got a bronze. That's fine. So it wasn't as long a race as it could have been. I think, what was that? There was that Monster Jam game I played. Those eliminator races were like 2 minutes a lap at least, I want to say. And it took a while. There were like 8 cars in those races, I think. So those things were nuts. But Monster Jam's a weird beast because I think it was a cross-gen game. And I played the 360 version, which was stupid expensive, and it wasn't even that good. So yeah, I got my top 5 racing games already confirmed. Got a shakedown preview. Another race. I got a face-off. So let me just take a peek at what the face-off is, but I'm not really that interested. So we'll end the video with that. I'll throw in some music on here. Maybe I'll throw in some Top Gear music. Maybe some F-Zero X music. Maybe some no Gran Turismo. No San Francisco Rush. I'll pull in some good racing music. Yeah, beat your rival to win their car. Yes, it's a match race, so we'll just peek at it and then end the video. 1 lap, though. It might be a long lap, but I don't know how long this track is. That's going to be a problem. I apologize for my stuttering. In my effort to speak clearly, I ended up fumbling over my words. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. 4 seconds behind, not for long. I guess we turned a couple of seconds ago. So I should be in a long... Whoops. This is not going to go well. Now I'm way behind. The game gives you just enough burst to get back up to speed after a crash, apparently. Just enough burnout. So that you're not dawdling for, yeah, this is going to be very interesting, depending on how long this lap is. Because that one crash might have done me in. I don't see him, so we're going to have to close the distance in a hurry. 9 seconds behind, whoops. That was terrible. What the heck happened there? I have no idea what happened there. It's like I just completely turned in the wrong direction and got turned 90 degrees. It's terrible. Yep, I'm not going to catch up now. Maybe some near misses will help me out. Saw some hitching there. It's not good. Haven't seen that much hitching during my recordings, though. I admit that. Yep. There's a near miss. Come on. Oncoming with a near miss is one way to build up a lot of meter, obviously. If I can't shunt anybody. Okay, he's not one of them. He's not the bad guy. He's still too far ahead for me to see. 9 seconds behind. If this isn't a long track, I'm definitely going to lose. This might be the one time I won a long track. I just can't be bothered, really. 7 seconds behind. I'm closing the distance. How you like that? I can't really use my boost here. Too many turns. Maybe that's why I was... Whoops! Yeah, I'll do it. I'm dead. Can't catch up now. I crashed too many times. Yep, definitely crashed too many times. I'm only going 182 miles an hour. And of course, burnout gets you up to 200 in this car, but whatever. 13 seconds behind, so I'm definitely not going to catch up. And driving for a mile in the opposite lane, yeah, that'll do it. Some hitching here in the tunnel, that's weird. There should be less of a... There should be a shorter draw distance. There should be less hitching in here. Maybe the game's loading new assets. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to catch up. I'm 7 seconds behind. I'm going to need some near misses and some shunting. See, I don't know what happened there. I completely turned 90 degrees. I have no idea what happened. Was it the water? I mean, is the water not cosmetic? That seems like water to me. It didn't seem very slick to me. But I'm dead, so I'm not gonna catch up. Unless he crashed, I'm not gonna catch up. See, I'm 9 seconds behind. This is a 4-minute track too. Jeez, it's way too long. Good thing it's only 1 lap instead of 2. Yeah, this is the S-curve part, the swervy part. Kind of hard to build up meter here on the swerves. Can't really drift or anything in this game either. If you can, I don't know how. It doesn't seem to make a difference anyway. How many races have I lost because I couldn't drift? Probably just boils down to, you know, perfection, I guess. There's some near misses in here. I need some air. I'm not getting much burnout from the air time I'm getting, so I crashed again, so. This is a really long track, so this might be a good way to end it. This might be an appropriate way to end the video, if not a good way to end it. Probably just crashing because I'm losing interest. Go away. Yep. Oh wow, he crashed. Will I catch up? The rubber banding AI did me a solid near the finish line, apparently. Nah, I lost anyway. He still crashed, and I crashed at the finish line. Wow, amazing. Yeah, so I think I'm done. So in conclusion, nah. It's if you were to compare this dangerous, so I guess on the list of dangerous, there's Michael Jackson, there's Busta Rhymes, and there's I think Karen White did a dangerous song? This is closer to the Michael Jackson dangerous than the Busta Rhymes dangerous, and that's very disappointing. So we're nowhere near Darkwing Duck territory here. And that's unfortunate. Yeah. I guess if I really want to get dangerous, I'll play some F-Zero. That sounds a lot more dangerous to me.